Hi, it's John and welcome to the channel. It is Saturday, August the 30th, 3 a.m. That's my watch right there. It's upside down. It's 3 a.m. I woke up at 10 to 2. I've got my big blue mug of coffee. Hope you're having a great day today. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do that. Just click on subscribe. So I woke up at 10 to 2 today. I didn't do a video yesterday. Took the day off. Needed to calm down. I woke up this morning and I'm in a freaking ornery mood right now. I didn't know what I was going to talk about this morning. You know, I was going to do the follow-up video to Poilievre's road to success in Canada to win the next election. I don't know whether I'm going to do that video now because what's the point? What's the freaking point? My heart rate's up right now. Well, this is going to be a good one, folks. And stay tuned. If you want independence in Alberta, stay tuned. I've got a call to action of you. And I've got a call to action from the Alberta Prosperity Project, which I admire very much. And it's coming at the end of this, and you need to listen to what I've got to say here. So I did a video a couple of days ago. Derek from Unacceptable Fringe mentioned my video the other day, how Carney's going to throw Alberta a bunch of scraps when it comes to resource projects. He's going to give Alberta Churchill to try to appease us, because this is what the left wants to do. And this is what liberals want to do. This is what the East wants to do. This is what Ottawa wants to do. Those knuckle-dragging redneck hicks out in Alberta, let's throw them a bone. We'll give them Churchill, Manitoba. That'll get them off our backs. That'll get the independence movement to shut up. That's what they think of us, folks. No, that's not what we want. They're on a full court press right now to try to appease us knuckle-dragging hicks out here in Alberta. That's what this is about, folks, because, they're opening up their new office for major projects here, and they're in a full court press. They're opening it up in Calgary, folks. The scraps continue. We'll give you the office in Calgary. Look it. We love you, Alberta. No, they don't. Here's Dominic LeBlanc talking about this office opening. Here's Tim Hodgson talking about this opening. Here's Mark Carney's tweet about this. I'm not going to play the audio to the video that you're seeing here because I'll get demonetized. He's pushing this new office in Calgary because we're a bunch of knuckle-dragging hicks out here. Gun-toting, knuckle-dragging hicks. That's what they think of us. We'll give you an office in Calgary. Shut up. Stop complaining. Oh, and here's the two liberals that got elected out here. Here's Eleanor Olszewski from Edmonton going on about this new office opening here in Alberta. Here's Corey Hogan, the one liberal that got voted in Calgary, talking about the office here in Calgary. Isn't the liberal government doing great things for you? Well, Mr. Hogan and Ms. Olszewski, why don't you go to your leader right now and tell Mark Carney we won't take the scraps when it comes to Churchill. We want more. We've got hundreds of projects. Go to your leader, Mr. Carney, like the Albertans you say you are, and say we want more than that. And start off with 4 pipelines, one to the east, one to the west, one to the north, and one to the south. And this is just a start. And tell Mr. Carney to tell Eby on the west coast, to tell Wabcanoe in Manitoba, to tell Legault in Quebec to get the hell out of the way of progress for Alberta. And at the same time, tell the Indigenous groups are getting in the way to get the hell out of the way because they're holding back Indigenous groups that want prosperity in this country. But you won't do that because you're not true Albertans. You're liberals. We're not going to accept the scraps, but that's what they're doing. We'll appease those knuckle-dragging hicks out in Alberta, and they'll shut their mouths. Oh, and meanwhile, let me just point this out to you. To those of you signing the Forever Canadian petition for little Tommy Lukaszuk, the egotistical narcissist, the guy who has a cell phone bill problem, here he is with Eleanor Olszewski, liberal from Edmonton, supporting her in the last election. He's a liberal. His petition does nothing but dupe you into supporting a country that doesn't support you here in Alberta anymore. It just absolutely stuns me that this is where we are right now. And to Danielle Smith, do not buy this. The countdown is on for your 9 demands. You've softened on some of those over the last couple of months. You hold Carney's feet to the fire when it comes to your 9 demands. 2 weeks away, your 6 months are up. But don't buy it, because Danielle Smith, we will turn on you if you don't do something about this, because we're not going to accept the scraps. Meanwhile, we've got a country that is absolutely freaking pathetic. Do you know where we are in this country right now? Crown Royal is moving to the United States right now. And instead of supporting Crown Royal that's being devastated by terrorists from the United States, and those people are likely going to lose their jobs in Canada, the left's plan on everything now is to boycott Crown Royal. What a bunch of losers. And to go after Pierre Poilievre for his freaking security clearance. This is where we are in this country right now. That's how pathetic this is. And here's my final words on this. It's not a long video today. To the Alberta Prosperity Project, what is your plan if our question gets turned down in the courts? Because I do not trust the courts to allow us to have a referendum. And I know the powers that be in Ottawa are going to stop it if they can. And I wouldn't doubt that people in the Alberta government and the courts here in Alberta will do the same thing. What are we going to do if they say no to us on a question that is definitely constitutional? Because here's what we have to do as the grassroots. If you believe in Alberta independence, we have to start planning right now for them to say no. We need to peacefully protest on the Alberta legislature steps. We have to start putting a fund together right now in order to buy up hundreds of buses to flood Edmonton with as many people as possible and demand that Danielle Smith allow us a referendum next year. That's what we have to do. So I've had enough of this. I am not a knuckle-dragging, gun-toting hick out here in Alberta. I'm not a redneck. But that's what they think of us out in the East. And they think they can appease us by throwing us scraps. And it ain't gonna happen. So if you go out to an Alberta Prosperity Project, here are the latest events that are coming up on the screen right now. If you go out right now, they have a question period. Ask them what they're going to do if we're told no. Because I'm willing to put up $100 right now to put a fund together to march on the Alberta legislature peacefully if we're turned down in November. Let me know what you think in the comments. I've had enough. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications. I'll see you in the next one.